Hi guys, in this video we're going to look into the bevel tool and what the bevel tool can do. So I'm just going to show you on the edge here. So we can bevel edges. So if I select this edge here, the bevel tool is here. We can also find it on our modeling toolkit. So if we scroll down a little bit, we can find bevel here. We can also go into edit mesh and we can find bevel there. So these menus are always alphabetical. So let's hit bevel on there. So it's added a bevel, it's added one sort of face on there, that's rounded that off. So the fraction at the top here, this is how big the bevel is. Okay, so please don't go all the way because we've now got overlapped faces. There is actually a hidden face under here now, so don't go all the way. So I can add sort of a rounded face there. I can increase my segments. Okay, be aware I've now actually created an n-gon here, but I have got a really nice smooth bend around there. This beveling is something you should do later on, generally, particularly if you're going to add big bevels onto things. So we can even add some like really small bevels. You can type in 0.05 and we can add a really nice bevel on there. If I just click off of this, you can see I've now added a really soft sort of corner to that. It looks a bit more natural there. Okay, I'm just going to step off of that though, but I have added a lot of geometry here. So again, be aware of how you're using that bevel tool. Okay, now if let's bevel these two edges here and increase the segments a little bit. If I now select this edge and bevel them, okay, I've actually started to get something a bit weird happening. The bevels aren't quite joining together quite nicely. So when you're beveling, if you want to bevel all the way around something, make sure you run the bevel at the same time, because you can see it now connects around the whole thing here. Okay, awesome. So now I've got it all connected around rather than the sort of bit of the mess that I had before. So let's step back. Let's run another bevel, let's increase some segments, I don't really need to step back. We can play around with the depth, so I can actually anti-bevel as well. So you can see this is -1, and you can see how that's rounding off there. And then we can do the same thing again, I can increase the fraction, I can decrease the fraction there. So I've got kind of an inverse bevel there, so I can actually make some quite interesting shapes fairly quickly. Okay, again, yes, be aware of everything you're sort of selecting. So if I make my cube up here, I could actually click bevel on the whole thing. It's going to bevel every single edge now. I can play around with the fraction and the segments of this one. I've now created a more sort of rounded sphere, maybe more like a companion cube or something like that. But I have got a hell of a lot of geometry, which is going to be very difficult for me to manipulate. So bevels are awesome, but please be careful with them, guys. Okay, thank you very much.